Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. I'm free at last. I'm back in the Anaka. So America. Where do I start with America? America, the way I would best describe it is like this. America's a land of, at this moment, it's long history. America's a land where it's a bit about, hey man, watch your back. That could be the phrase. Hey man, watch your back. When I arrived in America, I got off the plane. My son felt a little airsick. This doesn't usually happen to him. He felt a little airsick. So he threw up when he got off the plane. It's okay, he's 8. That's what 8-year-olds do. They throw up sometimes, inconvenient times. And no big deal. I get to customs. I walk up to the customs agent. Now this is the first black fella like myself that I've seen in about 2 years. A North American black dude. I see the guy, I'm like, hey man, I'm like, whoo, it's a long line up there to get into the customs. He said, excuse me, what'd you say? I said, it's a bit of a long line to get into customs. Should be a long line. America's the best country in the world. You should be proud to be here. It's like, oh, it's like, yes, of course. That was the first 15 minutes. Then about 4 minutes later, the same gentleman told me, upon seeing my child not feeling too hot, said, hey, you want me to get the CDC here? I'm like, what's the CDC? The Center for Disease Control. I'm like, okay, let's slow this thing down. Let's just, hang on, Texas, slow her down. Then after that guy, once I got through customs, which wasn't too bad, I was greeted by a man wearing a Kevlar armor bulletproof vest, holding a M16 machine gun in front of an American flag. Can I be truthful with you? I was thinking right then. I was literally thinking right then, oh, I should just turn around and go back home. But who doesn't like a challenge? So I pursued. No, there are parts of the story I was going to tell as I went through the story of being in America. I was going to tell as I went, but you know, everyone says everything on the internet. I tend to say everything, but you know, there are parts of my life that aren't that interesting or that are kind of personal or that just don't need to be in the permanent record. I visited my parents. It wasn't the best. It really wasn't the best. And then I went back to New York City. The part about being in Maryland that was most interesting is, wow, big portions over there. I mean, I know that's the most cliche thing you can say. It's like a comedian saying a joke about airplane flights, but I mean, my kid and I, we went to Wawa, Royal Farms, and we got chicken. It's a convenience store. I call it gas station chicken because it is a gas station that do sell chicken, but it is some of the finest chicken you can get. Got a 2-piece biscuit, French fries. Now, this is something normally back in the day that I would consider a meal for one. My son and I, we proceeded to eat that Royal Farms 2-piece chicken. We ate it for lunch, and then we had it left over, and we had it for dinner. I mean, good God Almighty, the food's intense. In another instance, I ordered Chinese food, and I ordered a thing of shrimp fried rice and a thing of sesame chicken. Hate me. That's what I've been ordering since I was ever. That's the standard order. Shrimp fried rice, sesame chicken. My kid has developed a shellfish allergy. So bad on me. Forgot about it altogether. I was overwhelmed with the joy of being in America. When I got that bag of food in Columbia, Maryland from the Chinese food place, I swear it was 2 kilograms. It's like a 5-pound bag of food. and had one set of chopsticks. It was food for one. Oh, Lord. I had my first white guy mad at me in 2 years. I was with the child. I mean, all these stories take place with the child because I went to America with the child. But I was with the child looking at an EV charging station for a car. And I was taking a video, much like the one I'm taking right now. We've seen these videos from me. You and me, we're old friends, right? I'm making a video. Hey, look, it's a charging station. Isn't that crazy? What do you think, my son? Dude gets out of his car, white fella, about my age with much less grace, gets out of the car without saying anything. And I'm used to the old konbanwa, konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu, you know, that kind of thing. Shashin, oh, Narkun's Otousan, something. This dude says nothing. My dude gets out of the car and says nothing. Hands in pocket, looks at me, and I realize, I'm like, oh, I'm a black guy, and you think I'm doing something malicious, or I'm stealing from you. I forgot about that whole cat-mouse game.